Followers of the Grail of the Serpent, he's your favorite sorcerer, Aurelius Sopax, with a very important announcement and invitation for you. The spiritual process that we go through, and our path is magic. There are many different paths that you can take to progress spiritually, but one of them, magic, which is what you and I chose, works like this. You master the internal faculties of imagination, directing energy, and controlling your inner world. And by controlling your inner world, you learn how to affect the outside world. And it becomes crystal clear that it is as within, so without. So by changing the inside, you will be able to change the outside. A bat and many other animals navigate their landscape or their surroundings by sending out sonar waves, and those sonar waves give them a feedback. And based on the feedback, they're able to generate a map, an internal map of their surroundings. In a very similar way, you are constantly broadcasting a signal to the universe. And that signal is being reflected to you as your external circumstances and experience. Because it is as within, so without. The spiritual progress and the progress of ascension that we are on as magicians is a process and a journey of overcoming obstacles. But those obstacles are always internal. They're within us. The external circumstances just show us where we're limited. And that is because the ascension process, or that is because why the ascension process must be an individual affair. Once the foundational and fundamental techniques are learned that allow the magician to control his inner world, he or she will gain conscious communication with the universe. And that universe will then disguise the spirits, which are nothing but representatives of the different aspects of the spiritual universe, approach you and come to you to teach you. Why? Because the ultimate goal is for you to reach your full potential. And that is also the reward of this whole practice, becoming what you could become, what you could be. The way you interact with those spirits that then want to teach you is what we call a path working. That path working can contain entire systems. It can also contain only individual spirits, which are, like I said, representations or representatives of the spiritual aspect of the universe. Recently, a spiritual aspect under the deific mask or disguised as Bator approached me. And that was the beginning of a new path working that I'm doing with Bator. Bator is a representative of the planetary energy of Jupiter. I invite you to take part in this path working that I'm doing. How? What does that mean? To do a path working requires a lot of knowledge and a lot of experience on how to deal with spirits. So you must learn how to maintain energetic connection with that spirit. You must understand how to call it into your life on a constant basis. You must understand how to communicate with it, even if you can't fully hear, see, but how do you interpret what's going on in your life as well as within yourself to benefit from it. And the goal of the path working is always to give you more control and access over that energy that is represented by that spirit. So how do you do that? How do you transfer the teachings into actual internal power? that you can then use to control more of that aspect in the spiritual as well as manifested in physical universe. So there's a lot that goes into that. What you can do is, what you have the opportunity to do right now is to join me and others who have already joined this path working. And we're going to have many calls where you will be individually guided by me. We're going to do lots of channelings. You're going to learn exactly how to work with Bator, how to use this energy of Jupiter. What does Jupiter and Bator stand for? Well, Jupiter energy is the energy of abundance. It's represented as wealth, but also anything positive, jovial, right? Jupiter is fullness. That is the energy that it rules. I'm putting a link below this video in the description. Request access to this Facebook group, and in this Facebook group you will be able to contact me personally, because I make many posts in that Facebook group, so you're not going to have a problem finding my profile, and then you can send me a message. Send me a message and let me know that you want to or are interested in the path working. And do that with me and alongside others. You have to be above 18 years old. Very, very important. You will have to sign a waiver. Very, very important. You will have to be a sane individual. No sickos, no psychopaths, no none of that. No crazy people. You have to be mentally stable. Very important. Very important. Everything that we're going to do is completely 100% legal. And if you even think of doing anything that is not in the realm of legality, you're not going to be accepted into this path working. So if you accept all of these prerequisites, then you can request access. That is not a guarantee. You can request access, and then we can talk. And you can have the power of Jupiter. It can become yours. Talk to you soon. Be well.